In the wake of the shooting that just happened at the Congressional Ball Field in Alexandria, Virginia, I think it's time to take and reflect on some things that maybe as gun owners we need to really consider. Number one is it's not just about a congressional shooting, which is traumatic in itself, but these things can happen at any time, anywhere. And you are the first responder when it comes to you and your family for self-defense. Self-defense rests solely on your shoulders. And guys, if you have a concealed carry permit, you need to be carrying. It's one of the things that Representative Mike Collins said, that he's had a permit for 30 years, but he rarely carries. But now he's going to carry. Guys, I hope this inspires you to start carrying, because you never know when you may be the difference between life and death for not only yourself, but for those around you. If you don't have a concealed carry permit, then I would encourage you to get one. It's very important that we step up to the plate and again take responsibility for ourselves. Now the great thing is there's a lot of states now that have constitutional carry, which means you can carry if you're eligible to own a firearm. Guys, I would encourage you to carry. That's a really important element in a free society, is to be able to protect yourself. You know, down in Venezuela, they took up all the guns and then they armed a huge militia to run around, and now they're just terrorizing everyone. And that is where it's going if we lose our gun rights, people. I'm telling you, we need to stand firm. And I know we've been in kind of a lull because of, you know, with Trump getting in and with the Republican House and Congress and Senate, we've been feeling pretty good about what, you know, the future for gun rights. But just like already, there are calls for gun control, and there will continue to be. But on the other hand, the congressmen are now calling for a reciprocity for them to be able to carry in the DC area, which I think would be awesome, and then allow for everyone to carry. It's really sad that the capital of this great nation, which the Second Amendment to the Constitution guarantees the right to bear arms, forbids that right. And that's just a shame in itself. And we need to turn these things around. So the second thing that I would really encourage you to do is to join the NRA. One of the things about the NRA is it is the largest gun organization in America. I mean, it is awesome, and they do a lot of great things to help keep our gun rights intact and to protect them in Washington. It was really funny to me, they did a survey recently and a lot of people were complaining that the NRA is too much of a lobbying group. Guys, if it wasn't for that lobbying group, we would already be stripped of a lot of our rights. And so it's a very integral part of the NRA is to protect the Second Amendment on the national and state level. But the NRA definitely promotes safety, and they have a lot of courses to promote shooting and also for just training. And the NRA does a lot of different things that are just really great for the Second Amendment, to encourage shooters to get out and shoot. You know, it's one of the things we just did with a video, taking new shooters out and shooting. That's one of the best ways to help the Second Amendment stay alive. But right now, the great news is the NRA has discounted memberships. I'm going to have a link down below where you can go straight to it and get discounts on a year, which is typically $40, and it's marked down to $30, and then so on all the way through. But the really great thing is life memberships right now are only $600. That's regularly a $1,500 cost. Now guys, we'll go out and spend $600 on a rifle, but yet we won't spend the money to join the NRA to protect our rights to keep that said rifle. You know, it's really a kind of a backward thinking, and we've got to get involved. There are 5 million members of the NRA, and we need to at least double that. And so guys, I really want to encourage you to get involved and jump down. The links are down below. It's the NRA and I are kind of working together, and this just helps to get people involved, not only with the shooting sports, but also to protect our rights as Americans. Now the life membership discount of $600 ends toward the end of July, so if you can do it, it would definitely be a great way to get involved. One of the things too, and a lot of people complain because the NRA seems to ask for money on a regular basis. A $30 membership just covers administrative cost. You're not really contributing that much to the NRA. Now it is great because you're a member, and that helps because we need to increase our membership. But giving to the NRA allows them to really operate. And benefactors and a lot of the guys that are in the higher ups are those that are donating a lot of money to protect our rights. And guys, it's just not really fair that we're not taking responsibility for the protection of our gun rights, and yet, you know, not joining the NRA. You know, now there's also a lot of great other organizations out there. Gun Rights of America is awesome, and they've done a great job for a number of years. But they just don't have quite the power that the NRA does. I'm a member of Gun Owners of America, and I strongly support what they do. And Larry Pratt, I know Larry Pratt, and he is an awesome guy. And there are other great organizations out there, and I definitely would recommend you also getting involved with them. But the NRA is the big one, and it's the one that's going to help protect our rights. Yes, there are a lot of problems and things, and we don't always agree with the NRA, but what kind of large group do we always agree with? And so, to me, the best hope we have to protect those rights is the National Rifle Association. Let's get together and let's stand and let's fight. Guys, I've been a member of the NRA for over 30 years. I'm a life member, and I strongly support what they're doing. Get involved, join, and I'm not asking you to do anything that I haven't already done. You know, the one thing they say is the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Be that good guy. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. So guys, first off, get your concealed carry, and then I thought he just cut his flipping grass yesterday. Representative Steve Scalise. Representative Steve Scalise. Why do I say Scalise? Scalise. I know it's Scalise. It's a very left-winged freako. Guys, we've got to think about this helicopter that's coming over right now, because it is going to completely disrupt this video. Completely. And so I'm going to have to stop and do a retake.